Okay, so let's just finish this.
Hey guys! We are live. We are live! Yay! You can leave that one. I think it's okay. I think you're good. Yeah.
I have to take it off Wi-Fi.
You are good. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are here at the bake shop. As you can see, it's quite busy here today. It's been a good Wednesday so far.
Tons of people hanging out with us. It's awesome.
It's awesome. So, as we kind of wait for everybody to come in and join our awesome little...
Sorry guys, we're just making some little adjustments still. Is that good? Sorry.
We are. Mom's making all the adjustments. So we are here at the bake shop and we wanted to talk to you guys about...
I'm going to say hi to Sue Abel. Hi Sue.
Hi Sue. We wanted to talk to you guys about more of an entrepreneurial Q&A with Kelly and Erinn today. So
now that we have this really cool social media team that is around us, as in this one lovely girl, Lindsay. Let's do a little shot of Lindsay. Yay! So we have this amazing stuff that's happening for us right now. We've sort of amped out our social media. It's kind of going into the stratosphere. We're so excited about it because it's kind of where we've always wanted to be and pushing it forward. So here we have someone that's helping to direct the traffic.
Yes, exactly. And so you guys sent us a bunch of questions for us to answer today in our little Q&A with Kelly and Erinn, all about being an entrepreneur and what it's kind of like to, first of all, work together, what it's like to own a bake shop, and where we're going to be next, and all of our growth, and all that great, fun stuff.
Where are we going to be next?
So why don't we start next? Why don't we start first? Why don't we start next? Wow, it's been a long day. Oh my God.
So it has been a long day, full of meetings and stuff.
Yes. So let's start first with, okay, so
I can let Erinn just do the talking.
The first question, and then Mom can respond. First question is, so what is it like owning a bakery, and what was the startup like of our bake shop?
So what's
That's
it
a
like
question.
owning a bakery? So, it has to be what you love. So, we so enjoy dealing with things that are typically always sort of sweet and not necessarily good for you, and just raising the bar and making things delicious, yet also massive healthy component to it, and not eating empty calories. And so owning a bakery to me is my childhood dream. So when I started in my mud pie kitchens back when I was like 5 years old in my parents' backyard, I always sort of dreamt and fantasized and played make-believe of making these mud pie cakes and having special sand. Some of the sand was more sparkly than others, or lighter or darker, so I could make my own cheesecakes or chocolate torts, and they were all made out of mud.
Yeah.
And my dad would come to the back and he would sample it and he'd go, "Oh wow, Kelly, that's like awesome," and he kept my make-believe going, and I think that I feel that magic here. I feel that fairy magic being sprinkled on everything that we do. So for me, it's just pure heaven to be owning a bake shop and running a bake shop, and just the icing on the cake is being able to do it with Erinn.
And I think that the startup, to answer the second part of that question, the startup, we started in 2012, so we've been open since December of 2012, so just over 5 years now, and we had a lot of growing pains along the way, as any small business does when you're just getting started. You're working out, staffing, you're working out your menu, you're working out, making sure enough customers are coming in the door, and how are you going to market to these customers. But I think if you take a very, balanced approach to it, and you actually, really know your customer and really know what your vision is, I think that the startup can be pretty flawless, because I feel like when you have that passion and you have that vision behind you, everything else kind of falls into place.
It does.
Right?
For me, I know that there was extraordinary fear, and then I actually clearly remember the day before our grand opening. So we opened December 7th, 2012, and December 6th, we pulled an all-nighter, but the 3 nights prior even, I was working bell to bell and just sleeping upstairs the second floor of the bake shop, just on the couch. And the night before, though, we had to get the chalkboard done, which is our famous chalkboard that we haven't touched in 5 years. So for those of you who ever know me, know that chalkboard never gets touched, and we've had other staff saying, "Oh, is it going to be changed sometime, or should I rub it out?" And I'll get it like, "No,
don't touch it."
It's so iconic now. And I remember being, I'm going to talk about it now, and of course I get choked up about it, but there was such a line the day that we opened that morning, and I went, holy shit, how did we do this? That we had such an amazing following. And so on December 7th, 2012, we probably had about, I don't even know, it was 100 people. It was just ridiculous. People in line waiting
for us to open.
Be a part of us again, right? Because we had moved up the street from Kind Food, and it was just so magical. So
it was awesome, and like
it was frightening and so rewarding.
Yeah, and just to finish up this question, that to me it was the grand opening was great. It was amazing, but I was so scared. I was like, what's going to happen like the next day? Like, are people actually going to come in the next day? So, you know, you're up all night, you're like, oh my gosh, is this actually going to happen? Or we're actually going to have customers like the day after the grand opening? And lo and behold, yes, we did, and we have ever since. So so it's good.
So next question.
So next question is, so how did you calculate how much money it would take to open up the bakery? Well, you know, whenever we have a budget, you basically just multiply it by 2 when you're doing any sort of construction or any sort of renovation. So that was not good. It cost a lot of money to open up this business.
So how did we calculate it? Was I mean, you have to do a business plan, guys, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing you have to do is do a business plan. And that takes sometimes a few weeks. It can take even a few months to develop a really good business plan. And I would consult with an accountant. People that are, you know, experienced entrepreneurs can help with that too. There's tons of online resources too now about creating business plans, but that's something that is absolutely critical. And you know what? I mean, the great news is about business plans is that they're so ever moving. So even though you put it into a business plan, it doesn't mean that you have to adhere to that business plan forever, ever, and amen. So after you open after a month, you go, damn, like, you know what? It didn't work out that way, so I had to change gears and go that direction because something else became more profitable or more popular or whatever. So you have to be you're so much a moving target.
It's very fluid.
But the way that you calculate it, I mean, we took into account, we had a couple contractors come in and give us estimates. Obviously, Ken did the build out for us, so you know we saved a lot of money having Ken in our back pocket because there's no one handier than Ken.
He can do anything.
Insane. So our expenses came from the equipment. For the beautiful counter, solid marbles.
Putting in a new window in the side of the business.
The window on the south side of the building we installed, and that was to be able to see Lake Ontario from the bake shop, and that was important to us. So these are key pieces. So and as Erinn said too, you take your budget and you sometimes multiply it by 2 because stuff happens.
Things happen.
We had to do a new HVAC. We had so many surprises. And because this building is 140 years old, there was a lot of surprises even behind the walls and from no insulation to all sorts of things like that we didn't know till we opened.
Exactly. But basically, long and the short of it is make a plan. Make a plan, set yourself a budget, and give yourself some room for that like emergency fund, basically, to give yourself that leeway. But next, so what was the biggest challenge you faced as a new business owner, and how did you overcome it? Whoa, biggest challenge.
Do we have the same challenge?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
I think that for me, so I think that our biggest challenge, or it's one of the biggest challenges, was maintaining Erinn's and my relationship.
It's a good one,
right? And we had these discussions on a daily basis. Today you got sassy with me, and so I had to get sassy back,
with me.
And stuff happens.
Works both ways.
But I think that was the biggest challenge, and then we actually both had to do a reevaluation as to what we wanted to accomplish in this business. And if we wanted to accomplish ruining a mother-daughter relationship, then we were on the path to do that.
Right.
So we had to reevaluate that and go, okay, so how are we going to protect this most sacred relationship, because I don't have another child and Erinn doesn't have another mother, so there's only the 2 of us. And so this is, to me, the most sacred of bonds and relationships. So we had to jump in and go, okay, so what are we going to do? So we actually did consult a consultant. We actually went and got counseling with our psychologist, and family counseling, meditation, yoga. We sort of, and so much reading, and so many audiobooks, right? And Gabby Bernstein, and I can go on and on.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. I feel like that probably would be the biggest challenge, because having that as the foundation of the business is, it can be challenging at times, because as you guys know, we are mother and daughter, but we work together every single day, and we have for 5+, 7+ years now, and really trying to maintain that and putting that relationship first and setting those, I would say, healthy boundaries, I like to use that word, is just, knowing when we can be mother and daughter, knowing when we can be business owners.
And to add to those boundaries what Erinn means, and to expand on that, not that I'm interpreting for her, those boundaries are knowing what our strengths are in the business. So if I know that I'm the kingpin for finance and drilling down to the numbers and evaluating those things, and Erinn's strength is operations and dealing with staff and being this beautiful, even-keeled person that is empowering to people, where I tend to be,
Mom is very empowering too.
Well, I can be.
Yes.
But I think that, I err on, and I tend to go towards more of that spice side, and we call it, and Erinn is definitely, a different side. So, we have these incredible strengths, and so we've learned how to play off them. So Erinn goes, okay, Mom, it's your time now to say this to this particular staff member because they need this. Yeah. And then I know when a certain staff member needs Erinn's finessing, and this is so awesome for us, right? Because I believe that we've got a winning combo that way by having two people that are two very different strengths.
I'm gonna cut you off because we're gonna move on to the next one. Mom she could talk forever on all these questions.
You guys know when I do videos by myself.
But we're gonna try to get through as many as we can. So we're gonna try to keep our answers short.
How did you figure out your marketing?
So how did you figure out your marketing?
And that came from Katie.
So thank you, Katie. So how to figure out our marketing? Our marketing, this has been a big evolution. I want to say we have tons of features, we have tons of specials, we have tons of things going on in the bake shop all the time, and it's something that, through a lot of traveling, through a lot of exploring what we love and exploring what our customers love, we're actually able to find some incredible bacon. So for example, like our Boston cream cupcake, all these really fun things, but for us, we like to just think outside the box. So we never settle for just the status quo. It's like, hey, how can we take what we do and take it to the next level? How can we be even better and, share this beautiful business with as many people as possible? So what's our next game plan? So we're constantly thinking.
I think that I love pushing the envelope, and life is too short to not cause a ruckus.
Yeah.
So we love being, I call them shift disturbers.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
So we love being those people that just push the envelope, and it's like, yeah, let's do a bus. Okay, we're not going to do one side. No, let's do 3 sides of it.
Yeah, let's do the whole thing.
And let's make Kelly and Erinn 12 feet tall, right? So it was very important for us to brand the mom and daughter, because we really do know that we have a very unique relationship, and when people find out that we're this mom and daughter team and we're rocking this really cool business, then it becomes even more inspiring. So I think it's about being really real, really authentic, and our marketing to me is just raising the envelope, because life is too short to play small.
Exactly. That was a great one, Mom. That was short and sweet. So Elmira, she says, loving the honesty and truth about sharing your experience. Thank you. As a business owner, I believe the most difficult aspect is employee retention, relationship, and training. Do you have a platform in working with your staff?
Employees are always
it's always one of the biggest challenges, for sure.
It's the biggest out of any business owner. It doesn't matter if you're doing cupcakes or restaurants or selling clothing,
corporate world, or whatever it is.
And you want me to talk first?
For us, let me just talk for one second. So for us, I think the biggest thing is creating an environment that our staff just love to be a part of, and we try to hire the right individuals that that have the same values as us as a whole. So they love this lifestyle and they're passionate about it. So that when they come into work, it's not like they're coming into work. They're coming in and they're actually being a part of something bigger than them, and they're being a part of this incredible team and this incredible family, right? So I think that's the biggest thing, is creating that beautiful, I say, trust, that two-way street, and that open communication, that honesty, and that transparency as business owners to the staff, to allow them to feel loved from us. Because to me, if any of our staff are unhappy, that is the last thing that I want in my life.
I agree. And we're all looking for a connection on the planet. And let's be honest, guys, why you're here watching us today. It's like 3:15 or so in the afternoon on a Wednesday,
Watching Kelly and Erinn.
and you decided to dial in because first off, hopefully it makes you feel good, right? And it's all about sharing love and sharing connections, and I think that we really want to try to embody embracing all of you guys to take your life to that next level, right? Because it can be scary, but it can be exhilarating, and we do this with our staff. We push our staff, and we talk to them in ways that makes them challenge, you know, even personally how they live their life. And so it's not just coming here and punching in, punching out. Like, they're part of a culture here to transform them on multiple levels.
So cute. Laura Nettleton, we miss you too. Laura
we miss
says,
you, Laura.
Miss working for you guys, watching now as I nurse baby number 3.
Oh my God.
I can't believe that. That is crazy. Oh my God.
Laura,
I love
so
it.
nice. So thank you for checking in with us. 3 babies, wow.
Next question, so this is our final question, is what's the #1 piece of advice you'd give someone starting their own business? Live with passion. Start a business on purpose that's going to change people's lives, and everything else will fall into place. And I would say, second piece of advice, is to really remember those starting out days, and really cherish those moments, and really live in the moment, in those, you know, beginning days, because I really wish that I did that more. Because we were so like, oh my gosh, we gotta do this, oh my gosh, this is happening, and you know, you're trying to grow and build, but you're not present all the time.
I wish I had actually kept more journals of when you and I were just doing the baking. And cutting food even and stuff, and what was actually going through our minds. And I mean, I know there were a lot of tears and frustration and stuff, right? But because we grew really hard and fast at the beginning, and it was really hard. But you know, that advice is really good. I think it's if you're starting a business, you have to do what you love, or otherwise it's a job. So to start a business, it has to be an extension of your life. And so I would suggest just dig deep first and find out exactly what turns you on, and pay attention to those happy moments, and really reflect. It's meditation, whatever you do, to actually get into that moment of going, yeah, man, like, I laughed so hard, I felt so good, I felt so clear, I felt so like the energy was flowing out of me, and remember those moments. And really, those are the times that you should consider those. That's what you should be doing for a living. Because then it's no longer a job.
Exactly. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and someone's asking if we're hiring. Sunny Not Sunny. I love that Instagram name. That's great. We're hiring. We're honestly always looking for incredible people to join our team. So if you go to kellysxo.com, there's a little tab at the bottom of the page, and it says careers, and you can apply online. And send us your resume. We're always looking for the right people.
We have some big expansion plans that are happening right now, and so
which we will share maybe on our next live.
We would love for you to send us your resumes, or stop in and drop it off and say hi to us, and maybe you'll catch us while we're doing a live.
Exactly. You never know. You never know. Yes, and keep asking all of your questions too, because we'll compile them and we'll answer them all at the next live that we do. So tune in, because the next live, maybe we'll talk about where location number 2 is going to be.